Now we are going to discuss resonance taking place in an series LCR circuit. Before that, let us try to recall what we studied about resonance in class 11. We have studied already that when the frequency of the applied periodic force is equal to the natural frequency of any system, then the amplitude of oscillation of the system will be maximum. And in the same way, here, what is going to happen during resonance? Let us see. When the frequency of the applied alternating source omega is equal to the natural frequency of the RLC circuit, the current in the circuit reaches its maximum value. Then the circuit is said to be in electrical resonance. The frequency at which resonance takes place is called resonant frequency. The current amplitude in RLC circuit is given by Im equal to Vm by Z, where Z is the impedance, or Im equal to Vm divided by square root of R square plus Xc minus XL the whole square. This is equation 1, where Z equal to square root of R square plus Xc minus XL the whole square is called impedance of the circuit. But Xc is equal to 1 by omega c and XL equal to omega L. The frequency omega of the applied AC voltage is varied continuously at a particular frequency omega equal to omega naught, called as the resonant frequency. Xc will be equal to XL. This is equation 2. Substituting for Xc and XL, 1 by omega naught c is equal to omega naught into L, or omega naught square is equal to 1 by LC, or omega naught is equal to 1 by square root of LC. This is equation 3. At resonance, impedance in the circuit is minimum and it is equal to the resistance R. Z equal to square root of R square plus Xc minus XL the whole square, which is equal to square root of R square plus 0, that is equal to R. At resonance, current in the circuit is maximum. It is given by Im equal to Vm by Z, again equal to Vm by R, because Z is equal to R. This is equation 4. The voltage across inductor L and capacitor C cancel each other. The net voltage is equal to the voltage across the resistor R. Now you can look at the graphical representation. The frequency is increased from 0 through omega 2, omega naught and omega 1. At a frequency omega equal to omega naught, you can see that the Im current is maximum. And there are two curves, one shown in red for which the resistance R is small, and the other one is blue colored curve for which the value of R is large. The maximum current at series resonance is limited by the resistance R of the circuit. For smaller resistance, larger current with sharper curve is obtained and vice versa. Applications of series RLC resonance circuit. RLC circuits have many applications like filter circuits, oscillators, voltage multipliers, etc. An important use of series RLC resonance circuit is in the tuning circuits of radio and TV systems. Sharpness of resonance. Assuming predominantly inductive circuit, that is XL is greater than XC, the amplitude of current in series LCR circuit is given by Im equal to Vm divided by square root of R square plus XL minus XC the whole square, or Im equal to Vm divided by square root of R square plus omega L minus 1 by omega C the whole square. This is because XL is equal to omega L and XC is equal to 1 by omega C. The current is maximum when omega is equal to omega naught equal to 1 by root LC. Its maximum value is given by Im max equal to Vm by R. From the above resonance curve, it is found that the curve is symmetrical at omega equal to omega 1 and omega equal to omega 2, where omega 1 is equal to omega naught plus delta omega and omega 2 is equal to omega naught minus delta omega. Omega 1 minus omega 2 is equal to 2 delta omega, and this is equal to the bandwidth of the circuit. The quantity omega naught divided by 2 delta omega is a measure of sharpness of resonance. If delta omega is smaller, resonance is sharper. Suppose we choose a value for omega for which the current amplitude is 1 by root 2 times its maximum value. At this value, the power dissipated by the circuit becomes half. Expression for bandwidth. Current amplitude Im is equal to 1 by root 2 times Im max. This is equation 1. For omega 1 equal to omega naught plus delta omega, then Im is equal to Vm divided by square root of R square plus omega 1L minus 1 by omega 1C the whole square. This is equation 2. Equating 1 and 2, 1 by root 2 Im maximum is equal to Vm divided by square root of R square plus omega 1L minus 1 by omega 1C the whole square. R 1 by root 2 into Vm by R is equal to Vm divided by square root of R square plus omega 1L minus 1 by omega 1C the whole square. Cancelling the common factor Vm on both sides, 1 by root 2 R is equal to 1 by square root of R square plus omega 1L minus 1 by omega 1C the whole square. R taking reciprocals, root 2 R is equal to square root of R square plus omega 1L minus 1 by omega 1C the whole square. Again squaring on both sides, 2R square is equal to R square plus omega 1L minus 1 by omega 1C the whole square. Or R square is equal to omega 1L minus 1 by omega 1C whole square. Or capital R is equal to omega 1L minus 1 by omega 1 into C. This is equation 3. Substituting omega 1 equal to omega naught plus delta omega, we get omega naught plus delta omega into L minus 1 by omega naught plus delta omega into C is equal to R. Omega naught L into 1 plus delta omega by omega naught minus 1 divided by omega naught C into 1 plus delta omega by omega naught is equal to R. Multiplying and dividing the second term on the left hand side by omega naught L, we get omega naught L into 1 plus delta omega by omega naught minus omega naught L divided by omega naught L into omega naught C into 1 plus delta omega by omega naught is equal to R. Omega naught L into 1 plus delta omega by omega naught minus omega naught L divided by omega naught square LC into 1 plus delta omega by omega naught is equal to R. But omega naught square is equal to 1 by LC, and hence omega naught square LC must be equal to 1. Therefore, omega naught L into 1 plus delta omega by omega naught minus omega naught L divided by 1 plus delta omega by omega naught is equal to R. Or omega naught L into 1 plus delta omega by omega naught minus omega naught L into 1 plus delta omega by omega naught whole power minus 1 is equal to R. After this, we are simplifying. Okay, you can go through the steps, the cancellation of some common terms on both sides, and finally what you are going to get is equation number 4, and that is delta omega is equal to R by 2L. So the bandwidth must be twice delta omega. Sharpness of resonance. In the previous slides, we have already seen that the sharpness of resonance is given by the expression omega naught by 2 delta omega, which is equal to omega naught by 2 into R by 2L, which is equal to omega naught L by R, and this is equal to quality factor or Q factor. Therefore, Q is equal to omega naught L by R, equation 5. But omega naught is equal to 1 by root LC. Therefore, Q is equal to L by R into root of LC. This is equal to square root of L square divided by R root LC, or Q is equal to 1 by R into square root of L by C. This is equation 6. Also, it can be shown that Q is equal to 1 by omega naught CR. This is equation 7. Note, point 1. The physical meaning is that Q factor indicates the number of times the voltage across L or C is greater than the applied voltage at resonance. 2. The selectivity or sharpness of a resonant circuit is measured by the quality factor or Q factor. Power in AC circuit and the power factor. The instantaneous voltage applied to the series RLC circuit is V equal to Vm sin omega t, equation 1. The instantaneous current in the circuit is given by I equal to Im into sine of omega t plus phi, equation 2, where phi is the phase difference between the voltage across the source and the current in the circuit. It is given by phi equal to tan inverse of xc minus xl divided by r. This is equation 3. The instantaneous power supplied by the source is equal to the product of the instantaneous current and instantaneous voltage. That is P equal to V into I. That is again equal to Vm sin omega t into Im sin of omega t plus phi. This is equal to Vm sin omega t into Im into sin omega t cos phi plus cos omega t sin phi, or P equal to Vm Im into sin omega t into sin omega t cos phi plus cos omega t sin phi. This is again equal to Vm Im into sin square omega t cos phi plus sin omega t cos omega t into sin phi. Taking average over one cycle of AC on both sides, it is found that average of sin square omega t is equal to 1 by 2 and average of sin omega t into cos omega t is equal to 0. Therefore, P average, which is also equal to capital P, is equal to 1 by 2 into Vm Im cos phi. That is equal to Vm by root 2 into Im by root 2 into cos phi, or P is equal to Vrms into Irms into cos phi, or P is also equal to Vi cos phi, because V is also equal to Vrms, which is equal to Vm by root 2, and I is also equal to Irms, and that is equal to Im by root 2. This is equation 5. But V is also equal to I into Z, where Z is the impedance of the circuit. Therefore, P is equal to I square Z into cos phi. This is equation 6. So, the average power dissipated depends not only on the voltage and current, but also on the cosine of the phase angle phi between the voltage and current. The term cos phi is called as power factor, and the term Vrms into Irms is called as apparent power. Special cases. Case 1 for resistive circuit. If the circuit contains only a pure resistor R, it is called resistive. In that case, angle phi equal to 0 and cos phi is equal to 1. There is maximum power dissipation. Case 2. Purely inductive or purely capacitive circuit. If the circuit contains only an inductor or a capacitor, we know that the phase difference between voltage and current is phi equal to pi by 2. Therefore, cos phi is equal to cos pi by 2 is equal to 0, and no power is dissipated even though a current is flowing in the circuit. This current sometimes is referred to as wattless current. Case 3. LCR series circuit. In an LCR series circuit, power dissipated is given by the equation P equal to I square Z cos phi, where phi equal to tan inverse of XC minus XL by R. So, phi may be non-zero in RL or RC or RCL circuit. Even in such cases, power is dissipated only in the resistor. Case 4. Power dissipated at resonance in LCR circuit. At resonance, XL minus XC or XC minus XL is equal to 0. This is because XC is equal to XL, and hence phi is equal to 0. Therefore, cos phi is equal to 1 and P is equal to I square Z, or that is also equal to I square into R. That is, maximum power is dissipated in a circuit through R at resonance.